Hello, folks, and welcome to a new game for us. This is a demo. It's called All Will Fall. We'll go over how this game's all set up. There's only a fresh start here. There's a whole bunch of other things that are locked in. But basically, we're on this boat, and water is rising, and everything is in ruins. We wind up wrecked on this kind of what's left of essentially buildings. I assume they're high-rises. I don't really know. But we get stuck on this, and we have to forage and work for survival. So we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff we need to do in order for that to happen. You can see this is where we're at here. There's up on the top left, you can go through all the getting started stuff. Unfortunately, no matter what you do, every time you do all that stuff, it starts you off there. So we need to start off by assigning some people to work at basic gathering. So I'll hire 8 or 4 people to work there, and then they're going to go through and start gathering up our materials and doing all of that. This thing, the crash boat, we're going to be able to do some stuff with that as well here. But before we can do anything at all, we need to have some materials. Up here, we have to get a way of getting water. There's some dashed water up there, and we need a way to go ahead and get it. So as we continue through here, this bottom kind of menu area is going to expand out, and there's going to be new stuff in there. We can rotate, so I can put somebody to go up there and get that. And now we have people who are able to go in and get water for us because we do have water. If we take a look here, we need to build a block bridge to connect these two, which are essentially islands. We don't really know what all they are. We can see it's built out there, so we need to connect them. So we're gonna go over here now, select the wooden block support, and just click, hold, and drag, and bring that over. Okay, so that's gonna get us food. So I'm gonna put that as the highest priority. What you just told me how to do, which I already know how to do this because I played this a little bit ahead of time. This is my second kind of playthrough of it. I just wanted to experiment with it a little bit because I think it's kind of fun, and I wanted to see kind of what's up with it. So now we need to try to get this junk up here, and we need different paths to be able to do that. So to do that one, we're going to go over to our build path, and we have ladders, and we can build those going straight up so that now we're able to do that. Oops, I knocked you down. What happened to your head? Oh, God. Oh, God. My bad. We still have 8 people. It's okay. And we should be able to gather up some more here in the not too distant future. But we're going to put that as a medium priority. And I'm going to just leave that unmarked. So I want this to be gathered up here. So highest priority, I have to climb up. They bash it apart, bring it back. And then eventually it's going to go over here. And then we have to use some explosives in order to do things here. So we can put it next to some of these areas here and get additional resources. It's going to be found in this gathering menu thing here. I don't have enough scrap yet. So once this guy gets back to there, we hopefully will have enough scrap to do this. See, nighttime is setting in on our little area here. And then we can move forward and all of that. Nobody has a house either, so that's kind of a bummer for them. So now we have housing as an option, and we can build on housing if we'd like. So I'm going to build some houses here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, we'll go with 6 of them. And we're going to... The boat say the largest is... No, we're going to go ahead and deconstruct that boat as well. So we're going to... Let's see. How do I do it, though? I just have to go to the demolish button. Okay. So deconstruct boat, they're going to come out and take care of that for us. And hopefully that will give us, yeah, now we haven't, no, we still don't have enough for this. What's going on? What I eventually want to get to is a point where we can, what's going on here? What's your deal? All right. I just need to find out why we don't have that going on here. All right, we'll figure it out, I guess. We just need to see what we can gather up beyond what we have right now. So there's another pile of wood there, which we theoretically could build some stuff to. I don't know how we're going to get there quite yet. I'm just going to slow the game back down here a little bit. We need to be able to blow it up. How do I blow it up? All right, so we'll figure it out here in a moment. We're just going to let the game go a little bit and see what exactly happens, and then we'll... looks Looks like our people are all idle though. So the water's going to rise and fall here with the tides as well. You can see there's stuff under the water that we hopefully will be able to access sooner rather than later. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and as the game continues, more things will pop up out of the water randomly and or fall into the water randomly. These are essentially unstable structures, so they do kind of go away eventually. I'm going to slowly deconstruct these items. And let's take a look here. Still don't have enough for that for whatever reason. So we just need to keep building and seeing what we have there, and then we'll figure out what's up next. So I need fuel, and that's the thing I need to find right now. I don't see where there's any fuel, although maybe back here there will be some. So we're going to try to gather up some of this stuff here. You can see we have new walkways and all kinds of fun stuff there. But I'm hoping... There we go. And maybe I'll put some support under there. It does not like if you don't have enough support for it to be able to do all the things. So hopefully that will be enough for us to get. And then we can hopefully... Yeah, I know we got new buildings. Great. I don't care about that. Don't care about time control. It's up on the top right-hand side. Cool. But we need to be able to build explosives. The problem is we don't have the resources for it right now. You can see other stuff starting to come out of the water. That's a cool little tower there. Let there be light. Build fireplace. Okay. Go over here. We got some of that. So we'll light that up. I'll light that one up. There we go. And look at our little outpost. It's coming along quite nicely. All right, we'll set that as the highest priority that we can. I have enough of all of that stuff. I just need to find some more scrap. What do we have scrap-wise right now? Or is it junk? What is that? No, it's fuel. Okay. So I need to find fuel. We have no fuel at the current time. So without fuel, we can't really do too... Oh, there it is. See that tank up there? That's fuel. Okay, cool. So now we can go in. We'll do the pathway thing. We'll get this going. We'll build up like that. And then I suppose put that there. And this can be our highest priority for right now. Get multiple people working on that. You can see there's more stuff starting to pop up out of the water as we move forward here. Like that structure, I don't remember that before. What is that thing up there? That's cool. Oops. So Q and E are rise and go down. Ooh, that's a lot of water that we could potentially get there. That's a good thing. All right. So you can see low tide has emerged here. So the water level is going to go down and allows us to access things that we weren't really able to access previously. So like this area right here, where this wood is, was not previously accessible to us. So I just need to kind of get that going in there like so. All right, and then we should be able to build some ladders or stairs. There we go. And now we have access to that. Once we clear that out, then we can go down and move there. Also, heads up here, different areas are going to collapse in given time. So like this, whatever that is going to fall off, and we lose the ability to do anything with it here in a little bit. So we're going to go in here. We'll set that up. Oh, where'd we go? All right, so we got that. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put it though. So what nice thing is you can click on it, hit the letter T, that toggles on the reposition tool, and then you can reposition them where you want. Then you click on it and boom, detonate. And now we have all of that stuff that we can gather up. What do we got going on here? All right, so we need to build a research facility as well. So I'm gonna go over here, click on the small research lab. And you just have to make sure when you're doing these, they have little doors and stuff. See that door? It has to be accessible. So I want to put that, if I can. Oh, I can't put it right there because we have that. All right. Can I build it out over stuff like that? Looks like I can. So I've gotten in the habit while I'm playing this to not build stuff unless I absolutely need to have it, especially as the game progresses here. It gets much more difficult resource management wise. But we do have the ability. Let's see. All right, so we need to research a fishing hut. And then we need a fishing boat, and we gain some influence. That part of the game is a little unclear to me still. And this one we need a wood boiler. We're gonna do that one, I think. Okay. What that's gonna allow us to do, I think. What's your deal? Not enough storage. Okay. So do we have more storage right now? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Awesome. Okay. So I'll put that in there. And then research-wise, we need to do a wood boiler. So we go over to water, click on wood boiler, and I went to the research on the top right-hand side. We'll start researching that, but to do that, we have to add some engineers. We have a total of available, it takes up to 2 engineers, and we still have 2 more available to us. But we're gonna go through and research out that item, and then we'll do something with it. I don't know what that something is quite yet, but we'll figure it out here real soon. All right, we're gonna do that. I just want to get all the resources from up here taken care of. Boom, detonate. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And then I can remove this thing and build that out. That's the plan anyway. We'll figure out how that works. Boom, detonate. Cool. All right. I'm going to slow the game back down here. I'm going too fast and I'm not... Oh, we got people. You really have to pay attention to this area on the top left-hand side. There's a lot of stuff that pops up there. So barely attack Purchase City. We have to build more houses with them. All right, so if we do that, they're going to add more food, they're going to add more junk, and they're going to add 4 more people who are also sailors. That's that little anchor there. We can survive together. And then that also gives me some loyalty. Or we can just tell them to kick rocks. As long as they can listen to me, we'll get the sailors and we'll get influence. I think I want loyalty right now. That seems like a more important thing. Then we'll go in and deconstruct all of that. And we have water and food storage. I don't know where I want to put those quite yet. So this whole big area here is tempting to just start dumping stuff, but I don't want to go too much on that. So get that. We got that. Okay. Over here, I want to build more explosives and blow that up. These crates over here generally have some stuff with them. So we want to interact and be able to access them. In order to do that, we need to blow things up to get there. So we're going to blow some stuff up. We're out of the way of that, so we should be good. And research-wise, we're still moving along with the wood burning stuff. So we're okay right there with that. So ready, boom. And we're going to do it again over here. And we'll do it right there too. See, the word has spread, so people are talking about our colony. It's a wonderful place to stay. Of course it is. We can welcome 4 more people. It gives us more influence, or we can say we're full and we get rid of some loyalty. So we're going to have to allow some people to come. And it looks like we've gotten our wood boiler stuff set up, so we're going to set our research. I think food is probably the next thing that makes the most sense. So we're going to do a fishing hut next. And we probably are going to need to build some more houses because each one of these holds 2 people, so that's 12 houses. So we need some more housing for our folks that are joining us here. So, I want to stick them out there, but I can't yet because we don't have enough space there. Not thrilled with our space over here either. Maybe I can just build out a little small area like that. And then get a big one underneath there like that, holding that one up, and we'll do maybe something similar on the other side here. Like that. Okay. That should work. And then we can stick 1, 2. All right, now everybody has a house. We can blow this one up. Boom. And then I'm going to send a sailor to interact with that. But before we do that, I should blow that one up too. See, we have these food, or there was, I thought I saw some fish there. What is that? Oh, crap. What is that doing? Still seagulls. They're taking some poops on us. So we got that. We use up some of those resources. No, we're definitely going to do that. That's the best option we have there. Oh, I need to build the water boiler still. I haven't done that. So let's go ahead and build a wood boiler. And where's the green spot on that one? Okay, it's right there in front of the stairs. Fantastic. Okay, that looks good. We'll build that out. And then we got food stuff. So we have a fishing hut that's available to us as well here. Try putting that like way out here, I guess. Okay. May try to move that over. There we go. Just so we have a passageway through that. All right. High tide is coming, run. So everybody has to get out of the lower parts of the water while high tide's coming in. I don't think we have anything that we're worried about with that. We have a mysterious building. Locate it where? Oh, there's a whole nother building. And then there's this mysterious building, which looks like it has an antenna on top. And there's some fish over there as well. Interesting. All right. And then we need some buildings need some clearance. Okay. Got that. We should be able to get... See, there's fishies over there too. All right, we got to do a woodcatcher next. And this collects resources directly from beneath it and gathers floating materials. Cool. We'll see what that brings for us here. As we just kind of deal. Now, this game is called Things Will Fall. And the reason for that is pretty simple, actually. Essentially, what's going to happen here is if we build this stuff, like if I stack stuff on top of this, which I absolutely can do, it will fall if there's no support or anything. So it's kind of fun there. Let's see. Boilers and pollution. So if you do build stuff that pollutes, it makes people unhappy. Kind of makes sense, right? What's going on here? All right, if we can build a roof and it makes them happier. I don't care about their happiness right now, quite honestly. We have this coming, and then we have roofs. Oh, we have to build some decorations. Okay. My plan right now, before I do that, is I would like to build some paths up like that. I don't think that's going to fall. And then we can put stairs over, let's say, there. And then I can build more houses up there if I need to. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't have the resources for that. Okay. Hopefully we'll get some stuff that falls down there. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we need to have the woodcatcher. Okay, so I need to save these for right now. So we'll get rid of those because they're not necessary. And we need the other stuff. We got some more perks if people get happy. Fantastic. Drifting wood. All right, we'll get that. All right, now we need to build the woodcatcher. I'm going to put it over on this side, I think. I think that makes the most sense for where it needs to be. And we shall see what's up with all of that. Research-wise, what do we have here? All right, so what we really need to work on right now is waiting for more scrap stuff to come to us. We could do wind turbines. I would like to personally get the rain catchers. I think they're super cool, but we don't have enough junk for any of that stuff. So we just kind of wait for this to play out a little bit more. What we're hoping for right now is that the water level is going to drop and then we can get more stuff. But that may or may not be an actual option for us here as we continue through. But we shall see. That's junk up there, right? So this is the fun thing about this game is there's almost always a way to find the resources you need. It just might not be the quickest or best. But now we can go get that junk. And they're going to bring it down and store it onto the shelves there. And then we could go over into our woodcatcher. We're going to put that right on the edge like so. Get that built up. And the things just keep coming. So some buildings need clearance. Okay, I got it. Running out of wood. Okay, I got it. We still need to build the house decorations, which I don't really care about, but I got it. New perks. Okay, I'll try it. And then we need electric junk catcher. So we're gonna go into our research. It's under gathering, I believe. Nope. On production. Yeah, electric junk catcher. So we'll start with that. This bad boy's doing his thing. Some more sailors there. What do we got going on? Yeah, I know, but we can't do anything. You can see this whole area is going to fall. Ooh, look, we got fish. But this area here is going to fall off in 7 hours and 9 minutes. You can see how much more stuff is exposed now, which is interesting and hopefully will help us out a whole bunch here as well. So what I want to do, if I can, is I want to build a ladder coming down like so. And now we have access to that area. This stuff I need to blow up as well. So I'll build on my little explosives area there. But then we can build over to this thing potentially. It keeps expanding and getting different and more fun and more difficult. All these things at one time. Like, I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to get over to this building in any reasonable amount of time. It's going to disappear. This one, it's there, but I don't know what I can do with it. So there's a lot going on with that. Let's go over here. We're going to detonate this, and that's going to give us access to a whole bunch more wood. And then you can see there's a whole area down here that's opened up for us to be able to build or do stuff in. So we got some wood rubble. So if I want to, I can just put that in there like so. That we're going to have to move it real fast. I apologize. Put it right there. Cool. There's nothing to demolish on that one. Okay. We'll just leave it there for right now. Let's take a look. There's definitely some good resources farther down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try building out this support area right here. Like so. And then build some ladders up. Like that. There we go. And yeah, we're deconstructing stuff. Heck yeah. See the water levels rising, so all of that is now back underwater. What are our people telling us? Oh, we need to get some people getting water going. Yeah, you can see they're thirsty, so we definitely need to do that. Research-wise, we still need another research, so it looks like we need to get some electricity going, if I'm correct here, right? So I'll do that. What does this require? Okay, we should be able to do that. What is this? Give it a lick. Herd, low on water, look at this. No. Definitely not doing that. All right. So we need to build the electric junk thing, which is right there. Nope, I'm going to abort that because it wasn't in the right spot. We'll have to figure out a better spot for that, maybe over here. All right, that will work there, I think. I know people are dehydrated. I can't do anything about it right now. I'm sorry. Very sorry, but not a lot I can do about that. Rainwater-wise, we don't have any rain storage system or anything like that. This thing's doing its thing. Like, we're getting that going. And then I just need to get the research going so I can build this. And I actually have not gotten to the point where I've built one of these yet, so I don't know how this works or what it does. Cool. So it takes a little while, I guess, to get the production up. It says the progress is going. We have 2 dehydrated citizens still, but we are working forward to get that going. I should do some research, especially in the water realm of things. Junk the water, no. Raincatcher, yes. We just don't have enough stuff for it quite yet, but we'll get there. We just need low tide to come in and help us out a bit, and we'll see what exactly that means for us here in the very near future. But you can see there's lots going on with this game. It's very fun and interesting and different. I've never played a game like this before where you are on a crumbling, basically, series of structures that you hope and dream and pray that will do their thing. So let's see if we get this going. It's producing stuff, I think. Oh, look at that. That's doing its thing. Yeah. I know they're getting thirsty. I can't do anything about that. What I need is right now. No, I don't want to. See. Yeah, I'm not going to buy people. Sorry, that's just not how I roll. All right, we got to find more resources. You see, we got one heck of a storm going on. Look at this. All this stuff swirling in the background. It's so fun. But man, this game is really keeping me on my toes. I'm trying to figure out how I can play better and do stuff. I'm having a lot of fun going through things. And for a demo, it's been shockingly stable for me. And I haven't had any real issues with any of the stuff here. So it's been kind of fun because it works really well and has done everything I would expect it to do. That I'm just going to hold on. All right, so I want to move that. So T, and then we'll slide it in there like so. And yeah, we got this place moving along. We got the overlay as height meter, so on the right hand side you can kind of see all of the things it takes away buildings, so you can easily get inside of these things, which is incredibly helpful, especially during low tide for us. Research wise, we're just waiting on raincatchers. This would be a great time for those to be functioning, but we don't have them right now. And I'm not sure what's going on with our, why do we have no workers there? So I'll remove one there. I'm going to put one over there just so we can make sure we're always producing and doing our things. But folks, I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. There's so much to do in this, and it's so interesting and different and fun that I really think you should have a chance to go check it out. You see that the level has fallen, so we can access a whole bunch more stuff. And this is where, when you remove the layers here, you can kind of get a better idea of where stuff's at to help yourself out with it. But that's going to wrap us up here for today. Folks, thank you as always for joining me. This is a really interesting game. It's called All Will Fall, and it's on demo now, and we'll see what the full release looks like. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.